5 reasons your weight will fluctuate. You've stepped on the scale and you were surprised to see that you are 2 kilograms heavier than yesterday. Goodness me. In panic mode, you quickly review your diet and send a 600-word email to your coach. What could have caused you to balloon up overnight? Relax. It is not uncommon for your weight to fluctuate by a few kilos day to day. You are not going to gain or lose kilograms of fat in the space of a day, unless you are legitimately eating sticks of butter. And even then, I've made a video on this before, provided you were to eat 3,500 calories in excess of your TDEE, you're still not going to gain as much as you would think. Of the 500 grams of fat you could potentially gain, really taking into consideration the thermic effect of food, you're probably only going to gain around 300 grams of actual fat. Of course, when you step on the scale, your weight's going to be substantially higher than 300 grams, but have you gained more than 300 grams of fat? No. But anyways, now before assuming what you are doing is not working, consider these 5 common reasons your weight might fluctuate day to day. Number 1, you peaked out the day before. If you threw caution to the wind and ate significantly more than you typically would, you might see your weight jump up a few kilograms. But it is extremely likely that the entirety of that weight is fat. For the sake of conversation, if your weight is 2 kilo higher and you haven't eaten close to 15,000 calories in addition to your TDEE, it is not going to be entirely fat. And good luck, unless you are someone like Nick Roberts, of eating 15k calories in excess of what you've been recommended. Damn it, Nick! And the weight is likely to disappear in a matter of days. Now, what accounts for the increase? Increased glycogen stores from a higher carb meal is one cause, and when you store a gram of glycogen, several grams of water are stored along with it. Another reason your weight might be higher after a particularly large meal is because it might have also been higher in sodium, which will also cause additional fluid retention. Now, on the topic of salt and fluid retention, number 2. If you eat out at a restaurant or opt for a convenient fast food meal, you probably had more salt than you typically would. Again, don't panic if you are heavier the next day. Provided your calories have remained controlled, you have not compromised your progress. The more sodium you eat, the more water you are going to retain. Now, it sounds counterintuitive, but the best way to eliminate excess fluid and weight is to drink more water. Eating potassium-rich foods, like fruits and vegetables, also helps with fluid retention. After eating out at a restaurant, cut back on your sodium the next day to compensate and help your body establish a point of equilibrium. Number 3, constipation. Now, it's not a fun subject to talk about, but constipation can cause temporary weight gain. When food accumulates in the large intestine, it can tip the scales higher until you have a bowel movement. Now, to prevent this cause of weight gain, eat more fiber-rich foods and vegetables. Another option is to add a teaspoon of psyllium husk to your morning cereal. Now, you can buy psyllium husk in the bulk section of some natural food markets and health stores. And drinking more water also helps with constipation. Number 4, you've just eaten. It's normal for your weight to go up after eating a meal. After all, food and beverages have weight. Makes sense, right? Don't make it a practice to weigh yourself after eating, because you're probably not going to like what you see and it's not at all relevant. Weigh yourself first thing in the morning before eating or drinking anything for the most accurate reading. And number 5, hormones. In women, estrogen and progesterone levels fluctuate on a monthly basis. These hormones can cause monthly cycles of fluid retention, as well as affect neurotransmitters that control mood and appetite. Some women report weight gain and cravings for carbs a week before their periods. Birth control pills also cause fluid retention in some women and can lead to water weight gain. Now, contrary to popular belief, most studies show that oral contraceptive pills are not a significant cause of non-water weight gain. Now, there's not much you can do to prevent monthly weight changes, except limit the amount of salt in your diet and increase the number of potassium-rich foods you eat and drink lots of water. Bottom line, fluctuations in weight of several kilograms from day to day are not uncommon. One way to avoid becoming obsessed with the number is to only weigh yourself once or twice a week. Weigh yourself first thing of the morning before eating, drinking, or getting dressed. If you've had food you typically wouldn't eat or you're premenstrual, take that into account when interpreting your weight. Don't panic. More importantly, don't make the scale your primary focus. Other things like how your clothes fit and how you look in the mirror are also worth considering. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful.